Right, so I think it's probably time for me to leave this place. Quite a lot of wildlife this morning, squirrels, different variety of birds. I even think that I saw a water vole or a rat. We're going to go off now and go and see if Dino's in the woods and spend some time with Dino, have a chat and see what he's getting up to regarding his woodcraft. Right, so it appears that my friend and your friend Mr. Dino Divine is not here presently. I'll just check the time to see what it is. He normally gets here between maybe 10:30 and 11 o'clock. Of course, it being a Thursday, there's a chance that that it's going to turn up. It's 10:30 now, so there's still time for Dino to arrive. But this is basically where he works, around here. You can see it's a really lovely place, you know, to come and just get away from life, really, to get away from things. And I think with the whole kind of lockdown thing which has been going on now for what seems almost an eternity, and it doesn't seem like it's going to end anytime soon. In fact, I think they're going to really ramp up on the old restrictions. It's important, I think, you know, especially at the moment, to get out and do this kind of thing. And for Dino, well, you know, it's medicine in a way, isn't it, to come out to a place like this. Although this is not a nice time of year, we are expecting some more snow come the weekend, but come summer, springtime, no better place really than to pick up a piece of wood, you know, somewhere in the forest, and try to envisage something in that. Now, I've done some stuff myself, you know, Dino's taught me a few skills, and you know, with a bit of imagination, with a bit of enthusiasm, it's quite amazing what you can come up with just by really using the natural material which is around you, which is freely around you. You know, a bit of thought, you know, and a bit of insight and a bit of skill, which you only get when you work at it, like anything else. You can come up with some really fantastic items, and I'm hoping to show you some of those today if Dino turns up in the next half an hour. No sign of our friend Dino at the moment, so I think what we'll do, I'll give you a tour of his office if you like, or his workshop. Now this is basically his workshop, okay, all around here. All right, this is where Dino does his work. You know, he salvages what he can from the woods. There is another place where he goes to get some specific wood, but I mean, it's all here basically. You know, the materials are all here to make yourself something quite amazing, a nice ornament or whatever. Like, you know, you take your wood, you cut it down to the right size, you craft it with the tools you've got using your skills. Take you a couple of hours to make something, I suppose, and then you can stick it on your mantelpiece. Yeah, it's a good pastime to have, a good skill. So what I'll do is take you for a little tour around sort of the Dino area of the woods, of the forest. Hopefully Dino will turn up in the next 20 minutes or so. If he doesn't, then plan B. And I haven't got a plan B as yet. I'll try and think up a plan B whilst we're walking around. But as you can see, oh look, we've got some someone's practicing some kind of hedge laying here, some coppicing. Again, using the natural materials from the forest, from the woods, and then sort of making some kind of a structure. You can see over here to my left hand side that they've been doing some hedge laying, as it were. Once again, everything is from use from the woods, from the forest. Drive your stakes in, and then you get your branches or your twigs or whatever else, and then you put them in between. So stakes one side, stakes the other side. Drive them as far as you can. That's your uprights, and just fill the gaps in with bracken material, twigs, branches, or whatever else you can really salvage from the woods. A very old way and inexpensive way of making a hedge, a fence, if you like. You know, a good way to keep the sheep in, or whatever else you want to try and pen in. Yeah, I've been coming here last year, gathering what I basically can, you know, to make my own little creations. And yeah, I did enjoy what I was doing. I sold a few on Etsy and eBay. That was kind of like a knee-jerk reaction, really, you know, to me kind of sort of losing my job. I needed to try and have some kind of an income. So I thought I'd transform myself into making some ornaments, and yeah, sold a few. But it's not all about the money, it's about the enjoyment you get out of coming out here and sourcing your material, taking it back home, and then trying to envisage what it's going to be, and then getting out and starting to work on it, which I thoroughly enjoyed that. Right, these are parts where the cameras have never been before. Yeah. So there we go. This base of this tree here is completely covered in growth. Okay, got some kind of an ivy sort of growing up the top there. Look, what you're supposed to do really with that is break it off, stop it from growing. That'll basically kill it, because otherwise what's going to happen is that as the ivy grows, it'll fan out, and when the wind blows, that tree's going to come down. And around us you can see that that's happened quite often is the case. because it acts as a sail. Try and save a tree. Beautiful picture though, isn't it?